Enzo Fernandez and the $131 million transfer. The World Cup has long been used as a spotlight for young talent to show their skills on a global stage. It often operates as this springboard to propel them onto bigger clubs. Breakthrough tournaments have been enjoyed by the likes of Theo Walcott in 2006, James Rodriguez in 2014, and most recently, Enzo Fernandez at Qatar's 2022 World Cup. Before then, Enzo was relatively unknown to the average football fan. In this video, we'll be taking a look at who Enzo Fernandez is, how he helped Argentina to Copa Glory, and why Benfica has demanded a British transfer record fee from Chelsea to obtain his signature. Now, before we begin, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to never miss a thing. Enzo's time at River Plate. Enzo Jeremias Fernandez was born into a football-loving family in San Martin, Buenos Aires on January 17, 2001. Raised alongside his four brothers, Seba, Rodri, Maxi, and Gonza, Enzo's passion for the sport started at a young age when he joined his local team, Club La Recova. At the age of 5, he was scouted by the famous River Plate Academy, where he spent 13 years honing his skills and working his way up the ranks. It wasn't long until his hard work caught the attention of manager Marcelo Gallardo in 2019, when he was promoted to the first team. It wasn't until 2020 that Enzo made his first team debut, replacing Santiago Sosa in a Copa Libertadores match. Before that, Enzo only featured on the bench, even though he was consistently impressing on the youth stage, scoring once in the 2020 U20 Copa Libertadores. 2 seasons on loan at Defensa y Justicia saw Enzo continue to grow as a player, winning the Copa Sudamericana and Recopa Sudamericana. Hernan Crespo, his then manager at Defensa y Justicia, deployed him as a lone defensive midfielder, and despite being mostly stationed deep, Enzo's ability to ping balls up the pitch didn't go unnoticed. Impressed by his progress, Marcelo Gallardo recalled him to River Plate, and he returned to the club in 2021. Back at River Plate, Enzo established himself as an important player, helping the team win the 2021 Argentine Primera Division. This was followed up by an equally brilliant 2022 season, in which he scored 10 goals in 28 games, and garnered interest from top European clubs including Manchester City, Manchester United, and Real Madrid. But as the story goes, it was Benfica who ended up on top with a fee of 18 million euros. Attention from Europe. Surprised? You shouldn't be. Over the years, Benfica have developed a reputation for blooding young talents. Think Bernardo Silva, Joao Cancelo, Ruben Diaz, Joao Felix, Victor Lindelof, Renato Sanchez, and many more. With their state-of-the-art Caixa football campus, the Lisbon-based club have the facilities to nurture talents from all over the world. The training complex has 9 pitches, both artificial and natural, 3 gyms, 3 physio rooms, and the infamous Benfica Labs. Described by the club as a technological center for recovery, nutrition, and player analysis, the lab has earned a grade excellent by UEFA and was awarded the 2015 Best Academy at the Dubai Globe Soccer Awards. All in all, it's set the perfect foundation for Enzo's development, and that is translated onto the pitch. Originally starting out as a lone defensive midfielder, Enzo Fernandez was able to show his versatility in a midfield pivot at Benfica. Under coach Roger Schmidt, Fernandez was deployed in a 4-2-3-1 formation, often covering the wingers and defending the backline. With 13 interceptions and 26 tackles in his first 6 months at the Portuguese club, he developed a reputation for being a tough player to beat. In transitions, Fernandez has the speed to catch up with most wingers and pushes up into the channel on the overlap, making him a makeshift left fullback. With his quick speed, reaching up to a personal best of 31.5 kilometers an hour in a Champions League game, he has been able to keep up with even the fastest players on the field. Fernandez is also a talented player in possession of the ball. He's comfortable with quick, direct passes and ranked first in progressive passes with 110 passes and second for expected assists in the Primera Liga. With a 90% accuracy rate in league matches this season, it's fair to describe his passing ability as crisp, incisive, and precise. When faced with tight space, Fernandez has shined with his ability to pass or dribble his way out of trouble and start an attack for his team. As football Twitter would describe him, he's press resistant. It's why he was selected as part of the 2022 World Cup squad to bring glory back to Argentina and Lionel Messi. All eyes on Enzo. Enzo Fernandez made his senior international debut for Argentina in September 2022, when he came on as a second-half substitute in a 3-0 victory over Honduras. The moment marked a huge personal achievement for Fernandez, who had always looked up to Lionel Messi and dreamed of playing alongside his idol. In an interview after the game, Fernandez expressed his joy and disbelief at finally sharing the pitch with Messi. Less than 3 months after his debut, Messi had already taken notice of Fernandez's impressive performance and publicly praised him as a spectacular kid. Fernandez's impressive form in pre-tournament friendlies earned him a place in Lionel Scaloni's World Cup squad, where he put in a series of mature displays. He played 5 matches in the tournament, including 2 as a substitute, and scored 1 goal with .33 xG. He averaged 68 passes per game with a pass completion rate of 88% and provided 1 assist. On international duty, Enzo sometimes found himself isolated in midfield as a lone deep-lying playmaker, where he has completed 412 passes in 471 attempts. However, for the World Cup final against France, Fernandez was deployed as part of a midfield trio alongside Rodrigo de Paul and Alexis McAllister. Throughout the match, Fernandez showed his exceptional ability to switch the play and maintain a steady rhythm for the team. He finished the game with the most touches, 118, the most completed passes, 91, made the most tackles, 10, and was second for accurate long balls, 5. His performance was truly outstanding and earned him the Young Player of the Tournament award, so becoming the 3rd South American player to receive it. The fight for Fernandez. Such performances generated huge interest from European clubs. Despite only signing for Benfica only 6 months prior, it was for this reason that Benfica demanded a huge €120 million fee, which put off most clubs until the summer. Except one. Chelsea first identified Fernandez as their leading midfield target as the start of the January transfer window, following his impressive performances in the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. It was the perfect marquee signing for their new American owner, Todd Boehly. However, the negotiations between Chelsea and Benfica were far from straightforward. Benfica initially demanded that Fernandez's release clause, which was around €120 million, be paid in full, despite joining the club from River Plate for an initial €10 million. Chelsea's initial proposal, which included a payment that was more than Fernandez's release clause but paid in 3 installments, didn't satisfy Benfica. The manager of Benfica, Roger Schmidt, accused Chelsea of being disrespectful and suggested that they were driving Fernandez crazy by encouraging the player to push for the move. At that point, the deal seemed to be off, and Chelsea considered other midfield targets such as Brighton's Moises Caicedo, Southampton's Romeo Lavia, and Everton's Amadou Onana. However, after completing their 7th signing of the transfer window, sources close to Chelsea were confident that a deal for Fernandez was still on the table. Talks between Chelsea and Benfica resumed, and after a few days of negotiation, an agreement was finally reached. Chelsea agreed to pay slightly over Fernandez's release clause value and reduce the number of payments to secure the transfer. Fernandez is widely regarded as one of the best young players in the midfield position. He has excellent passing and movement that can unlock defenses, and his determination and stamina will be an asset to Chelsea as they fight for points and league position. However, there are some questions about whether he will be given as much freedom to play at Chelsea as he was at Benfica. He is the first piece in the Blues midfield rebuild, and the pressure of a huge transfer fee will weigh heavy on Fernandez's shoulders. At only 22 years of age, will he prove his worth as an investment? Let us know in the comments below, and remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more football content.